Royals, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hey, hi, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning into this video and for clicking on my channel. And I do hope you enjoy this video so that you can subscribe and join the royal family, okay? So guys, today I'm bringing you a little breakfast recipe, and today I'm going to be making fried stew with sardines, or you can use tuna as well, alongside with bread. I'm not going to make the bread, okay? I'm just going to go to the bakery and buy the bread. But I'm just going to show you how you can make like a really nice fried stew that you can just enjoy with some bread and I guess a cup of tea as well. If you'd like to see how I make this really simple and straightforward breakfast recipe, then stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video, and see you soon. Bye. So here's what you're going to need. 3.5 tomatoes. I'm using that, but you can use less or more if you need to. Now if you don't have tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, it's okay. You can use the tinned ones, the peeled ones, or the chopped ones. That's fine. You need onions, spring onions, also some parsley, some chilies, as many or as few as you like. And some sardines in olive oil. I've got 2 packs here. You also need some oil. I've got 2.5 tablespoons, and some Maggi seasoning cubes. I'm using 1 whole seasoning cube and a half seasoning cube as well. I think that would be a perfect measurement. So yeah, you can adjust this also as you wish. I also have 1 loaf of bread, which I hope I won't eat the whole thing, but I probably will. You also need a blender to blend up some of the ingredients. You also need a frying pan or a wok, which is what we're going to cook our stew in. So let's get started. Start by chopping up your onions. Now, in order to make this easier, you could soak your onions in some water for a few minutes before you do this, so that they don't make you cry like an incy wincy little baby. So I already had mine in water previously, so didn't need to cry. Yay. So dice them up into small cubes and just put them in a bowl, and we're going to set them aside to use a little bit later. Actually, I don't mind cutting onions because I don't know why. I think since I learnt the method of the water trick, it's been fine. And I kind of like cutting onions. It's just like you can get them into like little cubes and like make them align. You can put it in slices and then go against the slices, and then I don't know, it's just all aligned. I just think I like things to be like in line and symmetry and that kind of thing. Anyway, so if you're not using tinned tomatoes, then you want to grab your fresh tomatoes and just cut them into like, not tiny, just small enough to go in the blender. We're going to blend them up roughly. We're not going to make them smooth. We're going to make them rough. So just cut them, and you can also add your chilies, and we're going to put them in the blender. So add your chilies, add your tomatoes into the blender. If you need to, you can cut your peppers. My chilies are not that large, so I just kind of threw them in. So add a little bit of water. I tried to blend it dry, but it didn't work. I didn't really want to use water, but add just a little bit of water, just enough to blend it, and just blend it roughly. So I'm kind of pulsing my blender. I don't have a pulse setting, so I'm just pulsing it manually because that's what real girls do. Yeah. Anyway, so check on it. If it's not blended enough, put it back, pulse it a few more times, and then check on it. Because you want this to be rough. You want to see chunks in it. You don't want it to be like super smooth, or you're going to have like a really watery sauce, and we don't want that. So yeah, once it's blended, what you want to do is heat up your 2.5 tablespoons of oil, which of course you can adjust to your pleasing. Heat up the oil. Once it's hot, you want to add your tomato and chili mixture into it. Give it a bit of a stir and just keep it on a medium to high heat. I'd say medium heat is okay, because you want it to heat up slowly but also start to boil, so that you start to lose some of the water content. You want it to the water to sort of evaporate from the tomatoes a little bit. So yeah, get that going, give that a stir, and slice up your spring onions on the side. As you do this, make sure you keep an eye on the stew. Make sure it doesn't start to burn or dry too much at the bottom. Give it a stir, check on it, and keep slicing your spring onions. Once that's done, you can also chop up your parsley and keep that to the side as well. You don't have to chop it up super tiny, just roughly is okay. Add your spring onions to your stew, and also add your onions to your stew once you've seen that the water has really started to evaporate. So give it a stir, mix all the ingredients in together, and just allow it to continue to simmer on a medium heat. Now what I'm going to do is open up my Maggi cubes, and I'm adding 1.5 cubes into the center. I'll just smash it a little bit with my spoon, give it a stir around, make sure that the seasoning cube really mixes into the stew, and just allow it to cook with the stew. In the meantime, I'm opening up my sardines. I'm just using regular sardines in extra virgin olive oil, and I am using 2 cans. So keep an eye on your stew, don't forget about it while you do this. And then we're going to return to our fish. So I usually allow my stew to cook for about 10 minutes. It doesn't take long. It's really, really simple and easy and quick to do. So I love to do it in the mornings, even before work, because it's super quick. Once it's cooked for about 10 minutes and it looks okay, you want to start to add your sardines into your stew. Now you can just chuck the whole tin into it, that's fine. But I like to take out the little bone in the middle because I don't want to be eating anybody's spinal cord. So I am taking out the spinal cord from my sardines, okay? So take it out if you would like, or if you don't need to, you can just throw the whole thing in. And yeah, just add your sardines in. You can use more or less if you like as well. You can use 3 cans, 2 cans, 1 can, whatever tickles your fancy, okay? I think 2 cans is just about enough for this amount of sauce. So add that in, just crumble it up a bit so you know, just throw the whole sardine in, just so it can be spread out. And then mix it into the sauce. Make sure you get everything in there, and just allow it to simmer for an extra about 2 minutes. Give it a quick taste, make sure the seasoning is on point. If you need to, you can add some salt or anything you would like. I think it was perfect. I actually tasted it 3 times because it was so good. But yeah, just add whatever you feel necessary to it at that point if it needs extra seasoning. And if it doesn't, just add your parsley in, turn off the heat, and your sauce is ready. Really, really simple, guys. It really doesn't take long. And just serve it up on the side with some bread, and that's it. It's ready. Now, doesn't that just look delicious, guys? This is what I love to have on a simple day where I haven't got too much time, but I would like something nice to eat. I just make this. It takes me about 10-15 minutes, and I have a delicious meal. So that's it, guys. This is the second video in this mini breakfast series, and I really hope you enjoyed it. It's really quick and simple to make, and it's very delicious. So that's it, guys. Feed your friends, feed your families, feed the homeless, and enjoy your meal. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay royal.